That's such a great place to start, that rock bottom moment, because really it sets the scene for everything else that follows.
When I actually had my rock bottom moment, and these moments in time are what actually define you, but more importantly, what callous you. And we're talking about being calloused is callous in emotion, callous in trying, and callous in not being afraid to go out there. So I had my rock bottom moment where I knew what happened at this time, nothing was going to get more worse than this. And I say that from time to time as going forward to kind of putting myself out there. But this happened, I would say, maybe about 8 years now. 8 years ago, I moved, my whole life to a brand new city through my startup. And, we had a little bit of cash left over, maybe about 60 days. And so we raised a little bit of family money from my business partner, just because we knew going out there, this program offered a lot of money upon acceptance. But when we got there and we started talking to the administrators, we got rejected because someone else with the same name and the same idea already applied beforehand. So we found that someone stole our company name and stole our product, made a fake website, applied for the funding and got it. So there I was. $0 borrowed money, and I had to call up my business partner. And long story short, he quit on me. My engineering team quit on me. I called my girlfriend. She broke up with me, and it was pouring and raining. And I was riding my bike, and my bike got stolen. This happened in a span of 4 hours, all of this together. And so this is kind of what made me realize that, okay, life can't get harder than this. But where the big idea came from all this is that before TrapTap, I was asked to speak on stage and talk about my experiences and what kind of gave me that raw grit to keep going. And again, I told this story and something magical happened. I got so much business offers and so much interest and so many people asking me to speak more. It was this vulnerability, this moment of just pure crap in my life that people actually connected with. And it made me really understand how to tell a story, because we have our heroes. We have those people we look up to in business and in life. And here's the issue with that. We can't relate with them. And so our goal, as business owners, is not to say why I'm great and why things are perfect and why this business is the next biggest thing, because we don't relate with superheroes or relate with people we don't have a connection with. Those are too far away. We put those on a pedestal. That means they're out of reach. But if you hear someone that you really do follow or someone you really do admire talking about, a rock bottom moment story, or maybe something in their life that made them go through transformation, you're going to say to yourself, I can connect with this person. I actually trust this person because I went through the same thing. And so that was a big moment for us during TrapTap. Is we came out and we just told our stories. We told the authenticity around what we're doing, and more importantly, what the product means it's for its users and for ourselves, and not just the flashy features that it offers. And so that's what kind of got me to the storytelling side of things.
But there's so much to unpack there that I want to get into. And so when you're at that 60-day mark, 60 days of capital left, right? What are you going through? How are you dealing with the uncertainty, the unknown?
That's the hardest part. You put everything, this is year 4 into this company. I put everything I had, everything that I've owned, everything I believed into this, those that are questioning you, those, that want you to fail. It was a lot, but I bet my friendships, my reputation, everything on that. When in the end, did that really matter? No. But at the time, it seemed like a lot. I think a lot of us are scared to kind of put that forward of losing everything. But it was nerve-wracking. It really was. But in a way that kept me pushing me forward and forward. And my happiest moments, I think I can remember just striving with my team, trying to make things happen and make it work. But more importantly, I think through all of this, it allowed me to have a story to lean on. As storytellers out there, or people who are growing their businesses, we're not bad storytellers, we're bad story collectors. And I think when we look at that is, how do we leverage what we've done and what we've gone through to actually build a lot of trust? And I want to stay with this, is that I have 2 rules when it comes down to growing your brand or your business or personal that actually allows you to thrive. Number 1 is that people are attracted to other people's rough edges. And so that vulnerability and that trust, those moments where you can connect with people, allows you to be a guru and a leader in the space, allows you to put yourself out there so they can have a connection with you. And once people do have that connection with you, then rule number 2 kicks in, is that people always buy better versions of themselves. That could be power, that could be freedom, that could be products, that could be whatever you're selling or you're pitching. And so there's an interesting study out there actually, is that when it comes down to new businesses you've never done any sort of business with, the people you trust the least is the CEO, the C-suite, and those in power. The people you trust the most People you trust the most are those third-party reviews, those validations from the public. But I think at that point in time, how do you focus so much on trust and in these moments of putting yourself out there that you can connect with people so that they do convert, so they do start signing up and following you so you can, sell them, preach them, or whatever you have to do.